Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at one of the two most powerful Linux commands, which are find and locate. In this video I will show you guys some of the most useful and essential flags and options that you will see being used with those two commands, and I have a lab environment set up so you guys can follow along. I will be posting that on the description so you guys can create it and follow along if you guys want to, and by the end of this video that you guys will be more comfortable using the command file, find and locate. So let's begin. Before we start doing anything, let me explain why you might choose to use find versus locate. So when it comes to find is very complex. You can do a lot of granular search filter with find. You can search by size, permission, modification date. You can even take action on the file that you find. So that is one reason you might want to use find if you want to be precise in live result. Versus locate. Locate is not as complex as using the find command, because locate is super quick. You don't really need to use advanced filters with it, and then you don't really want very up-to-date result, because locate run based on a database. If the database is not up to date, then the result you get will not be up to date. So that's why you have to update the database first before you use the locate command. So let's begin. So this is the demo environment that I set up. You guys can follow along. I create a file called directory called find locate demo. Get into it. I create these 5 directories. I will post this in the description of the video so you guys can actually copy and create this yourself. So let's go into the terminal. Let's get into find. Let's do list. So we have our backup file, document folder, image folder, script. So let me press ls-l capital O so we can see everything that is inside of everything. So this is the 5 document that we created, not document, directory we created. Inside of backup I create 2 backup tape file -gz, and then inside of document directory I create a find node.txt, guide, old file, recent, year end. So there are 5 files inside of the document directory. Inside of image, you can just go online and save 2 pictures you get online inside of this directory. And then I create a script, regular script called losh. I give everybody execute permission so anyone can run this, and then I copy two file, one with SUID set, which you can see with the S, and then the other one, both of them actually with the SUID set, which is the SS. I think one of them need to be changed because this one is group. This one is the GUID bit, which should not be in this location. The S should not be there, so I think I need to change the permission. And then I create 2 dummy file with different size. One 10 megabyte file, and then one is MB file. So let me see what did I do wrong for the. Okay, I see what I did wrong. So the so for the SGID bit was supposed to be set with on the group, but I set it on the owner of the file. So let's quickly change that. Let's go into the script. Let's clear that. Let's list our file. Let's do chmod. We're gonna do G plus S and then we're gonna do the LSG. Oh, I need to be sudo. Okay, so now if we check out the permission again, it should be correct now. Okay, so for the SUID, which is the SUID is always set for the owner of the file, which is these, the three beginning one, or WS, and then for the group, the S will be on the group permission group. So that's it. So this is our live environment. So now we can start hunting for file. Oh, and then I did create 3 other file. One called old file, one is here and then one recent file with different timestamp on them. I already run the update db command to update the database for locate. So now let's start the demo. We can go over some of these commands. Let me clear the screen. Let's go out. So let me do sudo. Let me do cd. Let's go clear. So now let's do locate. Locate is very simple. You can just type locate, the name of the file that you want, .txt. As you can see, very simple. It finds 2 files with the name guide txt in it. We have the first one and then the second one. Actually, give me a second. Let me quickly do something real quick. Let's do color. Can I do this? Okay, now I can highlight, so now it's better. So with the locate command, it's simple. We have the name of the command and then the file that we're looking for. But we do have other options if you want to be more specific. Not as many with the find command. So we can use lowercase I for case sensitive. So I mean, it's not gonna make any difference because I don't have a note with capital N. But if I did have one note, no guide, or notes, one capital N and one lowercase n, both of them will be found. So let's do locate lowercase I notes.txt. As you can see, there's only one. But if I did have a second one with the find notes with a capital N, both of them will be here. So we can also limit the result with the L. So if we have a lot of text file that we're looking for, we can only limit it to the amount that we wanna receive back. So we can do that with the capital, not capital, lowercase L. So we can do locate L5, and then we can do .txt, meaning like anything with finish with the extension .txt, it will print them up to 5. So with the locate command, you guys saw that I did not specify where to search. It searched the whole system because it even locate a file inside of the etc directory, and then the rest is in my home directory, which is all of these are hidden because you can see that at the beginning. So if I didn't put the 5, let's change that to 6. No, let's do 7. And now you can see there's more. So this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can limit the number of file that you want to get in return. We can also use the C to count, meaning like we're not gonna get anything. We're not gonna get the path of any file. We're just gonna get the count match. So for that CR gzip file, let's clear. Let's do locate -c .tar gz. So we have 10 file with this extension in it with the tar.gz. So that's what the dash lowercase c does. It gives us the count, the number, not the path or the name of the file. And then we can do locate with the store is called wildcard. We can use it to search for different type of files. So for this one, it will match anything with that log file. We don't really need the quotation. I don't think we do. I'm not sure how locate will treat it if we don't put the quotation, but most of the time we don't really need to put the quotation mark. Locate the store, meaning it will ignore whatever that the file start with and focusing on what it end with. So any file with that log will come back to us. As you can see, most of them are located in the var directory because that's one of the directory where logs are located. And then we do have some in my home directory which are hidden. So this is that. For example, let me see. So that's, maybe I should do a video on wildcard, show you guys how powerful the wildcard is, because you can really dig down. Like for example, let's say you wanted to search for this block, and then you want to search for a file that have that one too. You can use the wildcard for that. It will print anything like that. It will come back to us. Maybe I might do a video on wildcard. So let's keep it moving. And then the last one with the locate command is that we can combine coming together with the pipe and the grep. Oh, I also need to do a grep video and a arc video. Also, I don't think grep. Maybe more with arc. Let's do locate, case sensitive, secret, and then grep dot. So this one is looking for any case sensitive with the word secret in it, and then we're gonna pipe that result, and then grep is gonna look inside of the doc directory. That's pretty much that's what pretty much what's taking place. The pipe means this command is going to run first, and then it's gonna get the result, and then you're gonna pipe it into grep inside of the doc. So it's gonna run that. It's like it's passing it to grep, and then grep is gonna run that, and then we're gonna get the result back in return. Maybe that was not a good explanation, but I hope you guys get it. Or you guys can pretty much do main grep search for patterns in each file. Pattern is one or more patterns separated by a new line character in grep print each line that match the pattern. So just like I mentioned, locate is gonna search for any sensitive secret, and then it's gonna pass it to grep, and then grep is gonna look for the pattern secret inside of the document directory. And I believe we only had one hidden file with the, we only had one hidden file with the dot. Okay, so these are all the most essential or common flag that you will see being used with locate. So if I type history, and we can see them here. So this is it. So it's not that much, it's not that many. So we have the regular command, we have the case sensitive, we have the L to limit the result that we receive in return. So this will print 5, give us 5 output with the any file with .txt, and this one will do 7, and then this one will give us the .c is for count. Instead of printing the path and this the name, is just gonna give us the number count of how many file in with the .tar.jsz, and then this one will search for anything with the .log, and then we can combine multiple input together, which is with the pipe and grep. So we're looking for anything, any file name with secret, and then we're gonna pass it on with grep, and then grep will look for pattern inside of the document, inside of the docs directory, and then that's how we get our result. So that was very simple with locate. So now let's move to find. With find, it's a little bit more complex and more, precise with our search. So let me clear the screen. So now with find, so let's use find. Let's search by name. So for find we need to specify the location where we want to search, where we want the search to take place. So in this one, the dot mean wherever we are. So that's what the dot mean. So it will search in our current directory. Meaning if I want this command right now in my current directory and I'm inside home, it should work. But if I was in root, it will not work. It will come back empty because this is searching. This is not searching the whole system. So let me oh, it will still work because I'm pretty sure inside of the root directory there are file with .txt. So let's test that. Let's go back to root. Let's do find. We're searching where we are, which is the root directory. We need to specify what are we searching for. We can do type F, which let the find command know that we're only looking for text file, not directories, and then the name of whatever we're looking for, and then we can pass it a wildcard, and then we're looking for anything that in and that txt. And because I'm inside of the root folder, I need to do sudo. Let's press enter. It's probably gonna come back with a lot of deny. Oh no, I'm sudo. It's not gonna come with deny. So as you can see, we do have a lot of text file with that in that txt. We have a lot because I'm searching the whole system. So now let me go back. Oh, I mean, we did have a couple of permission deny. I was not paying attention. So now let's go to home. Let's go to our home. So now let's search this. Let's run the same search. We're gonna search in here. We're searching for a file type, the name *.txt. So there you go. Now our search is way less, and then we do have some inside of the folder that we create. We do have a hidden secret.txt, find notes, guide, year end, recent, old file, and then everything else or hidden file inside of my home directory. So now we can also do the same thing. This will, because we only specify we're looking for file, but we can also do the same thing for directory. We're searching here, type, we put D for directory, and then the name. Let's do wildcard. So we need anything with script, so let's do script. So there you go. So we only have 4 directory called script. We have the one that we created. We also have one inside of locate, which is hidden. As you can see, the little dot in front of the name, meaning they are hidden. So this is what I mean with find. We can get very specific on our search. So the dash type F, we're only searching for file. Type D, we're only searching for directories. We can also search with size, because I did create 2 files with one file smaller than 1 MB and one greater than MB. So let's stay here. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do find. We're searching here. We're doing the size, and then we do the plus till there is no anything greater than. Let me see if I can find the one that I created. So there it is. So there it is. So that was the one that I created before, which is greater than 1 MB. So that was the file I created before, and everything else, or cache or temp file, that are not important. So now let's do the other one. Let's do less than 1. Okay, let's see if I can find my. So we do have a couple of ones. These are 2 ones that I created. They are here. These are less than 1 megabyte in size. So there you go. So we can be very specific on our search. We can also search with time, because I did change the time of 2 files. We can use the M time command to modify and last date. So let's clear that. Let's do find. We're searching inside of our home directory. We're doing M time -1. So -1, modify and last day. So all of these files were recently modified, very recent. Let me see if I can find. So for example, I can make this more specific. Even though I'm only doing it with size, I can also specify that I'm looking for a specific file name. Okay, so there's a lot of file in here, so it's gonna take me forever to scroll all the way up. I'm looking. Okay, so oops, I lost it. Oh well. So let's change that. We can also do the same thing. Let's give it more juice so we can get less. Let's do clear. Let's do find. We're searching here. And let's do type. We're looking for file name. What are we looking for? Now I don't even remember the name of one of the files that I created. Let's go all the way at the top. Let's look for recent, because I don't think recent might not be. I'm looking for something that's gonna be less than. Okay, let's run it on this one. Let's do the name should be let's do, let me see, actually let's do that. Let's do B file. This should work. Actually it will not work. Let's do it in over here instead. Let's do it here, and then let's do let's go back to our now let's do M time 1. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, I see. So there you go. So as you can see, I combine multiple flag together. So I'm searching my home directory. Type is file. I'm searching for name, anything that end with the underscore file, and then modify last day. So all of these was created today, so that's why these two are the only one that show up, because if you look here, the asterisk will ignore the 10 MB and the 1 MB, and then it will print anything that end with underscore file. So that's one way to do that. And then we can do the same thing with modify long ago. So we can do the same thing. Let me do this. We're just looking for this one. Will be a lot of file if I'm, let's see, let's do, oh, let's do M time 300. So, oh, I have it twice. Is this correct? Okay, fine. We're searching the current directory. Type, we're looking for file. So this will only print file, and then we're looking for anything that was modified in the last month. Well, maybe not month, long ago. I don't know what that means, long ago. So these are the three ones that should pop up. Old file, year end, and the desktop. I think this one was modified when I was creating this system. So why this file get created? So if we go, let me look for something real quick, so I can explain what's taking place to you guys, because this one is a bit complicated. This one is even a bit more complex for me, so I have to look it up, to be honest, if I'm being honest. So okay, so for example, year end, let's go at the top. Let's go all the way at the top to the file that we created. Okay, this one. Okay, year end. I know, right? This number, if you look at it, it's a little complicated. So this is, we're creating file and we're changing the timestamp on it. This file, to be honest, I'm not gonna know what it does. I'm not gonna remember it, so I have to write it somewhere so I know what's taking place. So this one is changing the time that the file get created to December 31st, 2022, 11:59. So how it works is that this is the time, 23:59 is 11:59. That is military time or French time, I don't know, whatever time that, but since I was in the military, so this, I'm just gonna use military time. So this is the time, 23, which is 11:59. This is December, so they use the year first, which is 2022, month, which is December, date, which is 31st, and then the time, which is 11:59. So that's why when we search for any file that was modified long ago, these will pop up, because this one was created in 2022 and we are in 2025. So this is what the time. So if you want to create a file with different timestamp, you can use the -T, and this is the format: the year first, the month, date, and then the time. Use military time. So 23:59, that is 11:59. So if you want 8, that will be 2059. So if you want to change that to 859, so that will be 2059. So now let's go back. So now we search by time, we search by size, we search by file name, directory. We can also search by permission. So we can define that. We can use the flag dash perm 644. That is a lot of file, but our file should also be here. Let's fix that though. So we don't want that. Let's do find. We're searching here. We're doing type file. We don't need a name. So only file. So only file will be printed. We're using that dash perm. And then any file with the permission 644. Well, all of these are file actually though. All of these are file. Oh, I saw my file over here though. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's go all the way back again because I don't remember the permission that I set for anything. So 644 should be guide. Okay, well, let's make it more specific. Let's look for that. Oops. So let's do that. Let's make it very specific so we don't get to see all of that result. So let's define. We're searching here. Type F for file. Name. We're doing guide. Anything with guide in it. Perm 644. Of something. So let's do perm 644. Let's do oops. Let's do let's see. Okay, so now it's better now. So now all of these files have the permission 644 in them. So in ours or here also. So now we change it a little bit. You know, I mean, I could have modified the wildcard to print just the guide. I think I could have put asterisk up front, asterisk in the back. That will just make it so. I'm gonna try that next. So all of these file or text file with the permission 644. So now let's see if we can pinpoint it just to guide. So let's do guide asterisk again. So there you go. So with wildcard, what is taking place is wildcard is ignoring anything that, I mean, well, there's nothing to ignore because the name of the file is guide.txt. So let me try this another way. That's one way I know how to do it. Okay, so that worked too. The same thing. Yeah, because the one at the the start at the start doesn't do anything because the text file start with guide. I mean, if there was like name 1_guide, then the store at the start will matter because it will ignore whatever that is, but there's nothing to ignore because the name is guide.txt. So okay, so here we searching our current directory, which is my home directory. Type is file, name is anything that start with guide. We ignoring the .txt, and there's only one .txt guide.txt in my home directory, which is guides with the permission 644. So that's one way. we can search. We can do the same thing with different permission. We can do the same thing. While I'm here, let's search for hello, the script. Let's do 755, which is hello. We're gonna look for anything that's let's do the same thing with if I do that sh, it's probably gonna bring me a bunch of stuff. Oh, actually no. So okay, no, there's not a lot of sh file in my home directory. So we can do the same thing. Actually, we don't need the perm. We don't need the perm, if I'm being honest, because I think. Oh, actually, we do need the perm. Oh, we do. Oh, these are hidden. Okay. So these are hidden. So that's why I didn't think there would be more sh, but we don't have a. Okay. So these are hidden. Okay, yeah, we do need the 755 to be more specific, because these probably have different permission. Okay, well, I got confused for a second. These, I need to clean some of these, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, we can keep doing this to look for very specific, search for very specific file. If you want to, we can look for empty file with nothing in them. We can look for file with permission, SUID. We can look for sticky bits, GID. So let's keep going, because I think we have a couple of more to go. So that this is where we were. Okay, this one is important. Okay, so what's taking place here? We do have a couple. I know these three kind of look almost the same, but they are doing different things. Let me quickly explain them real quick. Let me clear the screen. So when we use the dash perm, the number without the dash in front of it, it's looking for the exact match. The permission have to match exactly this. So the owner have to have a read write, no execution, because I think it's 421 read write execution, and then everybody would have read permission is 4. Yeah, so it's 421. When we use the dash in front of it, we're looking must include execute bit. One is the execution permission. So the file must include one in for each group. So the owner must have execution right, the group must have execution right, and everyone else must have execution right. So this one will most likely pop up if the permission is, so will be where I think, let me quickly go into let me show you which, let me do ls-l. Okay, so all of these will pop up, to be honest, because all of them, the owner, the group, everyone else have execution right in all of them. So this one, if I were to look for folder, let's quickly put that to let's really quickly put that to the test. Let's go back, let's do find, we look searching here, type, we're looking for folder, and then we do perm, and then we do 111. Oh, actually I keep forgetting that I have other file in my system. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I have other file in my system, thinking when I run this only my stuff will pop up. Dictionary have that, music have that. I'm looking for a very specific directory here. Yeah, so they're all here, to be honest. So actually every folder have execution right for everybody, I think. So that's why Yeah, so they're all here. We have public, we have templates, and also the one that I created should also be here somewhere. Should also be here somewhere. We have pictures, we have documents. So all of these, all three groups have execution permission. So, and then when we use the / may include white bit, meaning it doesn't have to be specific, to be honest. It doesn't have to include, it may or may not. So let's run that. Let's do /22. So because all of these have the write permission, all of these have write permission in them. Yep, all of these have write permission. So even though everybody else doesn't have write permission, but this is not looking for anything specific. So this one is looking, the first one is looking for exact, the second one is looking for everybody to have the same permission, the last one is looking maybe one of them, one group have read, maybe at least one group need to have the permission include. So this is for regular permission. Now let's move to special bits. So in my permission video, 4 is SUID, 2 is for GID, and then the 1 is for sticky bit. I did have a sticky bit. No, I didn't create anything with sticky bit. I only create GID and a SUID. So let's look. Let's see if any of the file that I created will show up here. Fine. Perm 400. So with special bits, I didn't go much into special bit in my permission video, but how special bit works, it works in reverse. Just like if you have the network subnet mask, it's reverse. It's the same thing with subnet mask for network. So therefore, let us know the special bit, which is a SUID. No, yeah, SUID. The 0 mean it's reverse, meaning like these is 777. That's how it works. So I don't know how to explain it, but it's reverse. But when you see 0, that's mean it's full permission for everybody. It's, let's see, fine. Am I in my home? What permission did I set for? What permission did I set for my demo? SUID. Let me see something real quick. CD fine. CD script. They do have this one do have the S bit, but it did not show up. Is that because I'm not using sudo? Fine. Perm 4000. It still didn't show up. I'm not sure why though, but that's very interesting. Let me search for. Oh, what am I doing? The dash is missing. So there you go. So there you go. Yeah, I was missing the dash, which is in front of me right here. So yeah, I didn't talk about special bits in my permission video. Maybe I should create a permission special bit video, because just to give a little bit of background onto special bits. So for the for the SUID, the SUID pretty much let someone run a program that they did not create. For example, the passwd file that we have in the system, even though most people who are running it are not the creator of it, because it has a SUID bit in it, like let's see, Teddy is on the system. I could run the passwd command to change password, to change my password in the system, even though I'm not the creator. So that's what the SUID bit is. The SUID bit is let a user who did not create a file with the owner permission still, because usually in Linux, permission are like to the person who to the user or owner who create that specific file. So if you set a SUID bit on a file, then someone can use it with the permission of the owner, even though they have nothing to do with that file. So that's what the SUID bit mean. Is the same thing for the SGI for the SGID bit. That's for group. The SUID is for user, and then the sticky bit is is for share folder. Let people be able to share files with other people. Meaning, like, usually the temp directories usually have a sticky bit in it, because it allow multiple people to put file inside of the temp file, but not anyone can delete file in there. Only the owner can remove file, because let's say multiple people are able to put their file inside of a folder, and then someone said, you know what, I don't like this guy, let me delete his stuff, let me delete his file, or let me delete his folder. That will not be able to happen if the sticky bit is set on that folder. Yeah, so if I do ls-l let's actually hunt for that. Sticky bit is one. Let's actually let me finish with the demo first. So let's do -1000. So demo backup has that set to it, the sticky bit. Let's do let's get into that so we can see what it's let's do LSA for backup. As you can see, for the sticky bit, you see here it has the T, so that's what let us know that the backup, many people can put file inside of the backup folder, but only the owner can actually delete file that are being put inside of the backup. So with the T, that's why there's no X. Instead of the X, we have a T. That let us know the sticky bit has been set to the backup directory. So now let me do the same thing, but this time let's search the whole system. Oh, it's gonna bring me a lot of files. That was not a good idea. So as you can see, a variable temp has that set. Most likely the temp, yes, okay, just like I thought, the temp directory do have the sticky bit set into it, because the temp directory allow anyone to put stuff in it, but that anyone can remove whatever that's in there. So that's how you search by special permission, and then you can do name, directory, file. You can get as granular as you want. So now we can also search by user, by groups, executable. Let's do find. Let's search by owner and groups. Let's go back. Let's do find user. Nope, we're not searching the whole system. Let's do user. Let's do user. Oh my god. Actually, let me say something though. Is that supposed to be Teddy? I don't even know what's Let's do find a user. I want to test something. Can I do 30? Will that bring me anything? Oh well, pretty much same thing. Let me see. Okay, same thing. Use. So let's do the $sign. Should give me an error message. Perfect. So it's user. So all of these are owned by the user. Root is not even something. Let's do groups. So these are the same thing. I think something is not correct. Let me just look at something real quick. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so the comment is correct though. Okay, I thought I thought there was something wrong with the comment. Okay, so pretty much is printing anything that's owned by the user. So all of these are owned by me because I'm in my home directory. All of these are owned by moi. So let's do ls-m. Okay, that was stupid. That was a stupid comment. So I mean, that's one way to search file to see what file, and you can also use multiple flag, because with this it's searching for everything like that JSON, that SQL, but you can also search for maybe a specific file that is owned by the user, or you can search for a particular folder that is owned by a group. But these just show you the command, the part that you need, which would be this part, the dash group and dash user with the user, and then you can put the type F, D, the name, the size, the date, the time, all that. You can do all of that, and then you just include that group if you're looking for a particular group owned by a user or of anything that is owned by the user. And then now we can search for executable file. We almost at the end. I'm probably not gonna finish the rest because some of the rest, some of these are a little bit more advanced, but I will quickly go to them. So we can look for executable file. This should print the hello.sh. I think no, it will print more than that. I keep forgetting that I have a bunch of hidden file in my home directory. Executable. So there you go. On top is my file, the one that I created, and then all of these are executable because I copied them from the bin bash, because this is the ls command. We just rename it ls SUGID and then ls SUID, and then executable is anything that you can run. PNG is executable because it's a PNG. App data is executable. That JSON, all of these are executable file in the system. We can also make this more a little bit more granular. We can look for executable that's owned by a specific user, specific size, specific date that it was edited, all that good stuff. So all you will need you will just need this part, that's it. And then you can put dash name if you know the name, if you know some of the name, part of the name. And then this is a little bit more complicated, but I'm gonna run it in my own system because probably have too many logs that I want to get rid of. So what is taking place here? So what is taking place is that I'm running a command. I'm searching my home directory and I'm looking for name, searching anything with the name that finished with that log. And then now I'm going to run the exec command on that, and then I'm gonna remove. Maybe I should not be remove anything. Well, this is the virtual machine, doesn't really matter. Let's remove anything with that log in it. Then we're gonna do the curly bracket and then the backward slash, I believe it's called, and we're gonna close the comment. So what's taking place here? I'm searching my home directory. I'm looking for anything with the name that finish in that log, and then once I find them, I'm gonna run exec, meaning I'm gonna run a command on those files, which is the command I'm gonna run is the remove command. And then the curly bracket is a placement for each file, so it's gonna run each file inside of the curly bracket, and then the remove is gonna do its job by removing them. It might not let me, so let's do sudo. Boop. Well, nothing happened. It's not like it was gonna show us the output to begin with. It just do it in the background. We can also use the OK command, which is the same thing as exec, but at least it asks us if that's what we want to do. Nothing happened because the first one probably wiped everything to begin with. You know what? Let's run this inside of the var command. Let's search for var that log. As you can see, now it's asking me if I want to delete that. So it find var log VMware network 7. It's asking me if I want to remove it. So I'm just gonna say no. Press enter. No, press enter. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do this for every single file. So if there's thousand of file that's finished in that log, well, good luck with that. I'm just gonna cancel out of this. Yeah. So this is the difference between the two. The exec just poof gone. The OK, it's gonna run it, but it's gonna ask us, are we sure that we wanna remove that particular file? So this is the difference between the two. So you can run that. You can run this. You can run this command. Let's say you wanted to clear your let's say for some reason you like to save things and you never have time to remove anything, and then for some reason your desktop full of that txt file, and then you said, you know what, I want to clear my desktop directory. I have way too many .txt file. You can run this. You can run this in your home in your desktop directory, and then you can do the same thing. All you will have to do is replace that log with .txt, the exec, remove m. So now it will wipe all your .txt that was in your desktop directory and make it more nicer and cleaner. So this is one way you can run the exec command on the result that you find. Just know the difference. If you do the exec, you're not gonna get any warning, but if you do the OK, just be aware. If you have ton of file, good luck with pressing yes. So these things that I've shown you guys before, which is combining multiple command together. So let me quickly go over them so it's fine. I'm searching my home directory type. I'm searching for file type. F size, we're looking for anything greater than 1 megabyte. Plus is anything than 1 megabyte. M time, anything that was changed in the last 7 days. And then the name is anything. I don't know if anything is gonna pop up because I'm searching in my home directory, so there might not be a lot of log file to display to begin with. So this is what's taking place. Log. Yeah, so this is all that's taking place. So we're just searching the home directory. We're searching only for file size, anything greater than 1 megabyte, m time, anything that was updated in the last 7 days, name, anything that's finished in that log txt, well, log.txt, anything that's in that log. So if I type enter, like I thought, nothing is gonna pop up. But if I run the same command inside of the .var log, probably will have something. Permission deny, of course, because I need sudo to pretty much run anything inside of the root directory. So as you can see, it did find a couple of things, but permission deny. So we do have something. So if you guys want to see what will have taken place, let me put sudo in front. So there's only one file that was that got recently updated, which was the dpkg that log. So we can take a look at that to see what. I'm all over the place. We can take a look at that dp cat deep with var log dpkg.log. Let's take a look. It's a lot of things. Probably when I want to locate or update db, that's probably what happened. All of these took place today. I don't know what happened. I don't know what changed. Oh, I know what happened though, because I did update my system recently, so that's why the dpkg happened. And then I also installed the locate command, because the locate command was not installed in this system. So that's why the dpkg got flagged, because it recently got updated in the past 7 days. Okay, so yeah, and then we can do the same thing with exclude directory. We can exclude things. We can do find. We're searching the whole system path. The path that we're searching for is the prac directory. I know, right? You guys might say, why we're searching two directories, so I'll explain it afterward. -o name wd -print. Oopsie. Okay, so what's taking place here? So we searching roots, and then the path that we excluding is the prac directory, because there's inside of the root there's a prac. We're using the prune command, the O, for excluding. The name is passwd, and then print. Oops. We get permission deny. So if we look here, the prac is not gonna show up anywhere in here, but everything else will be. We will see most of the other file inside of the root directory. We see etc, we see temp, yeah, so pretty much that's what's taking place. This is telling, so we're searching root. So if I do this here, right, let's to be more specific, let's go root, let's do L. So there's a prac directory in here somewhere. Where is it? Root, there it is. So this is, so we're searching root. So the prun is excluding the prac directory. So the O is either or. Either or, if the file exists or if the file not exists. And then it's looking for anything with the passwd, and then it's gonna print the matching result into the screen. Very simple. So this is how you exclude directory from being query or being search. So to go over this again, fine, we're searching the root. The path that we're excluding is the prac. the prompt tell find to skip the prac directory entirely. The O is a logical sign, is a logical symbol for OR. Anyone who's into programming, you know, OR is one of them have to be true. And then the name that we file that we're searching for is pass wd, and then print is to display it on the screen. So that's what it's doing. So we can also, I'm not gonna show the rest. I'm just gonna go over them because I pretty much cover everything. I pretty much went over all of these before. So this one, you guys should already know what this one is doing. It's searching. That mean inside whatever you, or that's the only thing that's being searched. We're looking for permission 0002, meaning this is a regular permission. This is not a special bit. 00 meaning owner have no right, group have no right, and then everybody else and see have write permission, because that's 2. Number 2 is for write permission, because the number is 4 is for read, 2 is write execution. So it's always read, write, execution. So read is 4, write is 2, execute is 1. So that's what it's doing. You can also search for empty file. I mean, it's showing logo PNG. Let's say I did create let's say I did an empty file and then say logo that PNG. This will have created a empty logo PNG. And then if I do find that empty, I mean, well, what did I expect? I do have a lot of empty file in here. So logo, the one I just created, is here. Picture is also empty. Because that PNG is executable, I could have only make it that only executable file, just print, but meaning picture would have been excluded. Half of these would have been excluded, but because a lot of these are just file, so you can make it so that only file is being shown, which I'll show you guys how to do that. We can also look for user. So we're searching for file owned by root that is also writable by others. So what is taking place here, we look search current directory, whatever folder we're in, user, which is root, and then the permission that we're looking for is any file that is owned by root but is also writable by others, if you create it to be that way. So that's that 00. And then we also have, we're searching etc directory type file, m type, anything that was recently changed, recent config change in the last day or so, you know. So that's it, guys. You know, this was a very good video. I really went over a lot of stuff, the difference between using find and the difference between using locate. I'll show you guys a lot of the essential flag that you can use with both of them. You know, the demo that I created for the demo environment, I will paste that in the description so you guys can create it yourself, and then you guys can go at it. Can also try this on your own, so you can put them anywhere you want, and then you can search for them, so to practice. So until next time, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be posting more videos. I think the next one I will do will be about the I'm not sure yet, to be honest, but it will be something good. Okay guys, bye bye.